people don't realize how just brilliant she is.
But I really, I believe in J.D. and I really love him. And so we'll just sort of see what happens.
I think we're going to win it all. I really do. The energy is incredible and people are very excited. So we have a real chance here.
I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, J.D. and his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Usha Vance. And he is a feisty guy, isn't he? I've said, go into the enemy camp. He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? He's like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it, and then he just goes in and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words.
I have chocolate milk. Did they get their chocolate milks? Excellent.
Yeah. We only have two of our kids.
I'm Nice to meet you. Is this your wife?
Yes, it is.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nadine. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Yeah,
It's
thank you
great
guys
to
for
be
having
here,
us.
Nadia.
We're
Thank you.
really enjoying
Hopefully we've brought some business and not just some crazy interruption.
Usha Chilukuri met J.D. Vance at Yale Law School, where both were students. Their relationship began during their time as classmates, with Usha being described by J.D. as his Yale spirit guide. Their professor, Amy Chua, played a role in encouraging their relationship, noting how unlikely but complementary their personalities were.
Is it true that you, of all people, actually told him, focus on your love life?
I did.
That's because she could see that Vance was deeply in love with a classmate, Usha Chilukuri.
I met J.D. in law school when he was fresh out of Ohio State, which he attended with the support of the GI Bill. We were friends first because, who wouldn't want to be friends with J.D.? He was then, as now, the most interesting person I knew. A working class guy who had overcome childhood traumas that I could barely fathom to end up at Yale Law School.
I know I could have done better, but you got to decide. You want to be somebody or not?
When did it even occur to you that you could get into a place like Yale Law?
I read this study about people who come from disadvantaged backgrounds, that they internalize a certain inferiority, that they assume that because no one around them has done much, that they are just genetically incapable of doing it. And it completely changed the way that I thought about my own possibilities, right? I thought to myself, I've been selling myself maybe a little short.
A tough Marine who had served in Iraq, but whose idea of a good time was playing with puppies and watching the movie Babe.
J.D. Vance met his wife, Usha Chilukuri, while they were both attending Yale Law School. Usha, who is of Indian American descent, was a fellow law student and became an important part of Vance's personal and professional life.
He just had a really great attitude to everything. He was clearly so excited to be there in a way that, a lot of people just, you get accustomed to places like Yale Law School when you've been to other universities like that before. And he felt very different.
So when J.D. was here, he's pretty open about the fact that he stuck out a little bit.
He really did, actually.
Amy Chua was one of his professors and became an important mentor.
You would think there's nothing in common between Chinese-American immigrant child and a guy from Appalachia, but I saw a lot of myself in him. He was a little bit of an underdog, didn't quite fit in. Hasta la vista, baby.
How many times have you seen this?
Oh, about 100. Everyone in this world is one of three kinds. Good Terminator, a bad Terminator, and neutral.
You're a good Terminator.
Well, I wasn't always. I had to learn.
J.D. Vance graduated from Yale Law School in 2013. After completing his law degree, he embarked on a career that blended law, venture capitalism, and writing, eventually positioning him as a prominent public figure.
As far as J.D. had come, his past was always looming.
I was as close to a nervous breakdown as I've ever had. The stress of law school, mom had just had a heroin overdose. I was in love with this girl, Usha, but I didn't quite know how to be in love with her in the way that I wanted to be. And I just thought to myself, you finally got to this place that's going to guarantee that your life is going to go well, and you're struggling with all of the things that you thought you'd gotten away from.
J.D. Vance married Usha Chilukuri in 2014. Their partnership has been characterized by strong mutual support, with Usha playing a key role in helping Vance adapt to the world of elite academia and the challenges that followed.
Come on, come on. Don't you look at you look at me. You look at me.
You let her get away with this every time.
I told you that I would do better.
You always say that. You're lying.
I always try.
You got to think about these kids.
What do you think I've been thinking about since I was 18 years old, huh? I love you. I promise that I'm going to do better.
Together, the couple has built a family with 3 children. They currently live in Ohio, where Vance was elected as a U.S. Senator in 2022.
It's safe to say that neither JD nor I expected to find ourselves in this position. But it's hard to imagine a more powerful example of the American dream. A boy from Middletown, Ohio.
Usha Vance, a paragon of scholarly pursuit and legal prowess, was born into the embrace of cultural diversity on January 6, 1986, in San Diego, California. Her parents, hailing from Andhra Pradesh, India, brought with them not just dreams but a legacy of academic excellence, setting the stage for Usha's illustrious journey.
My background is very different from JD's. I grew up in San Diego, in a middle-class community. With 2 loving parents, both immigrants from India, and a wonderful sister.
Her academic journey took her from the prestigious halls of Yale University, where she graduated with honors in history, to the scholarly environment of Cambridge as a Gates Scholar. This rigorous educational background laid the groundwork for her legal career, which commenced at Yale Law School. Here, she not only met her future husband, but also distinguished herself with her legal acumen, eventually clerking for some of the nation's most respected judges. Usha's transition from a celebrated lawyer to the Second Lady was not a path she foresaw. Yet, with grace and a commitment to public service, she has embraced this role.
That JD and I could meet at all, let alone fall in love and marry, is a testament to this great country.
I love my husband very much, and I point to what he really, really cares about, which is the people that he grew up around. There are a lot of people who just haven't had the opportunity to wake up every day and know that their kids are going to have a better life than they had themselves. And I just think that JD is not afraid to push the boundaries and to shake things up, to know that they're giving their kids a better life and that that is possible.
Her unwavering support for her husband serves as a testament to their partnership, promising a future where she will continue to stand by him, influencing policy and public life with her distinct voice and perspective.
Through tough times, chosen to help lead our country through some of its greatest challenges. I am grateful to all of you for the trust you have placed in him and in our family.
You got a right to your own life. Don't make us your excuse, J.D. Family's the only thing that means a goddamn. You'll learn that.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.